Good morning, everybody. God damn. God damn. You know what it feels like to be coasting, to be flying, to be soaring, to be like unstoppable, feeling so good. And then come down and crash land in a way that it doesn't like no one dies. It's good. No one dies. Like shit goes wrong. Like everything is malfunctioning, everything's fucked. So it's like, and then you gotta do that whole Denzel Washington like 180 flip saw with your wings upside down, and then it's all your fault anyway. Even for being a mad genius. Point being, how do we maintain momentum? How do we continue flying on this beautiful trajectory towards like, high vibration? How do we do that? That's what I want to know. How do we remain the captains of our ships? Yeah, meow, tell me. I need answers, Mr. Motive. Because too often do we like feel like we're so powerful, we're so good, and we've got this sorted that we can afford to just like you can afford to. Oh, I can afford that. Oh, I'm feeling so good. I'm just gonna. Oh gosh, I've done so much hard work. I've been the man. Oh God, I reckon I deserve a little. It's so crazy. It's so weird. And then every single time, it's like, oh, shit. Fuck. I ain't doing that again. And for everyone, it's different. For guys, I think there's like a pretty consistent theme around masturbation, pornography. That's a big one for men. Yeah. Eating bad food, or just social media, whatever it is. It's a big one. Because it's so easy, so readily available. It's right there on your phone. It's the fastest dopamine spike you can get. It's just like bang, all out the wazoo, just dumping of all those chemicals, and your brain has to like start to create more and more of. So, point being, how do we maintain our trajectory? How do we maintain our flight without feeling like we need to collapse it? And I think the whole theme is actually around. I think the whole theme is around our nervous system's capacity to actually hold. Shit, it's a bit dark up in here, eh? Boom. Let there be light. Let there be light on the darkness. Mr. Mosef, come on. Music agree. Jada. Come on. Come get me really cuddly. I've been a bit mean to him this morning because he keeps scratching his brains out like on my bed, and the vibrations are just so frustrating. So he's not happy with me because I've kicked him off like 3 or 4 times. Well, I haven't kicked him off. It's been his decision to leave. Anyway, point being, our nervous systems, I believe, to some extent, can't actually fucking hold that capacity for that high vibration for too long. It doesn't know how, because as children, maybe we received love or felt great, and it only lasted so long. Maybe it was only like a week or less than a week. You know what I'm saying? And that meant that we started to learn or understand that in order to receive that, we knew that shit didn't last long. So our nervous system prepared for it to collapse. That high vibration, that love to collapse eventually. And slowly we actually started to collapse it ourselves because of the amount of times where it wasn't held long enough for us to feel safe to exist like in that state. Meaning we conditioned ourselves, perhaps as children, to prepare ourselves for the collapse of that inevitable, like, lowering of our vibration, because we saw it coming from a mile away, because we were preparing for that shit, because it happened all the time when mum couldn't do it, dad was busy, freaking no food on the table, arguments going on, whatever it was, everything was lovely, and so I think that's what it is. I really think that's what it is. The collapsing, we do it to ourselves in the sense that we don't actually have the capacity at this time to hold it forever. So it's about allowing or letting or becoming aware of our nervous system and what it can hold, like what its capacity is. 3 days, 4 days, a week, 2 weeks of like solid, like high, like and then be like, whoa, cool, sweet. I did like 13 days of feeling like the man, and then I had to decompress. I had to decompress after that because it was just too much expansion. Didn't know how to hold all that expansion. Expanding. How does my nervous system like start to realize how much I'm actually expanding? Like, whoa, my energy field's getting massive. My vibration is high. I'm feeling on form. How can I hold that? Well, if I decompress it, then I feel safe. Then I feel normal again. I understand what this is. This is known territory. This is familiar. I do this all the time. I've done this for a long time because I know this place and I know that I'm actually safe here. So, I don't know what happens if I keep expanding. That shit's freaky. I mean, I might even reach my full potential one day. That means I've got to be the ultimate version of myself, and that brings on new challenges and new stresses and new responsibilities. And I don't know if I'm ready for that, so I'm just gonna compress my energy and make sure that I don't reach that because it's far too freaky to even conceptualize. Imagine what I would be like in 5 years' time if I just stopped all of that, prayed, meditated, went to Vipassanas and did the inner child work and really went inward and just spent time on myself and my pussycat. What then? Who will I become if I follow my highest excitement? And follow synchronicity and live a life that's just totally uninterrupted by my own self-sabotaging mechanisms. That would be crazy. But that shit don't happen, right? That shit don't happen. No. Not that I'm aware of. I mean, Jesus did it. He was just sing, oh, wow. I think he remembered, who he was. He fully understood. He realized that he was just energy. And so he just totally surpassed all of these human conditions. And anyway, I don't know. I got no idea. But point being, I believe that it's a nervous system response. It's a conditioning response. It's a trauma response. So not knowing how to hold that love because we're afraid that it's going to get taken away from us, so we don't know how to hold it for long enough because we never had it for longer than that amount of time, and so we're afraid of what might happen. It's the unknown, and so if we just keep expanding, it's actually we need to decompress that shit in order to feel safe, in order to stay regulated, to understand where we are, and to feel comfortable. So it's about being freaking brave and aware and going, you know what? I have this temptation, this craving to just decompress, because I think that's what it is. You're decompressing your energy field because you're regulating it to suit your familiar territory that you're more comfortable with, because you've done it thousands and thousands. It's familiar. You've done it thousands of times since you were a child. So, point being, shedding some light, some awareness on the fact that we prevent ourselves from holding this high vibration, this energy for so long because our nervous systems they try to extend the capacity for it. I believe, if you've got some awareness around it, okay, I'm actually gonna say no, I don't feel like that craving. oh, no, I'm brave. I'm gonna go push through that. Da da da. What I like, doing the uncomfortable things, staying in that tension. Tension's growth. I want to stay in this tension, but with love. And fluidity and with patience and all that goodness, whatever. So what's this about? It's about understanding that it's okay. It's so fine, guys. It's all good. If you need to compress your energy and bring it back to some familiar territory, that shit's fine. You do it all the time. We do it all the time, and we do it because we feel comfortable there. It's familiar. So how can we progress? How do we keep our wings on our backs, soaring through the sky? How do we continue the trajectory, that momentum up to the moon? Because, momentum's nice, isn't it? It's consistent. We're cruising that wave. There's not so many ups and downs. It's like MCT oil and some butter in your fucking coffee. It's just like, it's like a nice. How do we just like, you know what I mean? Like, not like, like, I'm like that. I'm like, whoa, fuck, whoa, G-force, like, and then, fuck. I'm kind of like that. Every now and then it's just like, and then coming down, then it's just like, wait, never mind, and then like Goku channel, like, He's just like this. Sorry, man, it's a bit noisy. It's a bit early, a bit noisy. So just know that it's all good. You can love yourself, forgive yourself. If you feel like you're expanding too fast and you just need to compress and contract because it becomes unfamiliar, it's too scary, it's too much to hold. Just realize it's actually about building the capacity for it, and you're gonna do it. The awareness with love. Yeah. My shoulder's getting sore. So that's pretty much it, Much else to close around that? Let me have a think. Oh! Well, it could be, Hey! Oh! That shit's so fucking dumb. Alright. Nah, it's time to close it up. Much love.